Danny Correx was born into danger before he could even crawl. His father, Rulain Deadeye Rex, was a legendary soldier and field commander who vanished into the shadows of covert war, leaving Danny to be raised by his mother in a city crawling with enhanced humans, supernatural predators, and creatures out of myth. Danny's gift, or curse, appeared the day his mother brought him home from the hospital. Exhausted and alone, she left him on the bed for just a moment. He rolled off, hit the floor, and the room erupted in dense, redolent smoke. His crying stopped as his own blood floated above him in weightless droplets, responding to an instinct he didn't yet understand. It didn't take long for the predators to notice. Vampires could smell the difference in him. Rich, powerful, raw. At 5 years old, they took him, forced him to use his powers, tried to drink his blood, but instead their bodies filled with his smoke. It poured from their mouths, eyes, ears, and noses until they collapsed. Danny blinded them with it, slipping away through the haze. That was the first time he realized he could see through his own smoke. From then on, he and his mother were hunted relentlessly. She pushed him to train, to flood their enemies' lungs with their own blood, to turn fear into a weapon. By 9, he wasn't just running from vampires. He was fighting them. 14, the war came home. While Danny was at school, his mother was killed. The scene was a blood-soaked nightmare. When the authorities left, a man approached him, older, sharp-eyed. Christopher Ryan. He could smell vampires, track them. "I'm something like them," he said. "You got somewhere to go, kid." Danny didn't, so Christopher took him in. For years, Christopher talked Danny about the centuries-old war between vampire clans. That some were allies, but others thrived on cruelty. They hunted the worst of them together, and Christopher tried to keep Danny's morality intact, but revenge rotted him from the inside. By 24, after finally killing the vampire responsible for his mother's death, Danny began to see weakness, human weakness, as something to exploit, not protect. He and Christopher clashed. Danny wanted war without rules. He broke into a Supertech R&D facility, killed the guards. He forced the engineers to build him a suit that could amplify his powers and withstand supernatural combat. When it was finished, he abandoned his mentor, named himself Sanguine, and stepped into the world not as a hero, but as a force of nature. Now, Danny is hunted by everyone. Vampires, hunters, mercenaries, even his own father's network. To them, he's a threat. To himself, he's the inevitable conclusion of a war fought in the shadows for centuries. Blood is the first truth, and I speak it fluently.